Happy.
We're happy.
Are we going left over here?
Yeah, no, we're going left, yeah. I can't find Greg and Lucky.
Well, no, you're not going to find it on the radio. It's online.
Oh.
Episode 4, Season 2. Welcome to the happy hour.
Yes, good. I always say the
time. Just say how's it.
Hello, how are you doing? Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm in that format. Radio format. Yeah, I had a what they call it, Snoop sessions, when you talk to your boss about your show and they break it down, whatever. And there's a lot that I'm doing wrong. Not a lot in a bad sense. It's like just changes, just tweak it. But there is stuff that I need to. Yeah, I'm very DJ sound like. And it's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Check you at the quarter of the hour.
Yeah, but it's also when
We're at 47 minutes past 5.
But I do the DJ voice and then I go normal. And he's like, don't
just
do
be
that.
normal.
Like, just be normal. Yeah. So
That's something I've always struggled with
Yeah.
you. You're not normal.
yeah. So, yes. But yeah, we are here again, as we always do at the Happy Hour podcast.
Well, you are here again. Thank you.
And thank you to our
200 subscriber.
9 new subscribers.
9 new subscribers.
Yes.
Do you know who the 200th was? You promised a beanie.
Oh, sure, but I need to go back and check.
We can give all 9.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, I guess we can.
But you'd have to contact. Does it
that's
say
a
in the
nightmare.
order?
No, it does.
That
It
could
does.
cost us 900 rand.
Yeah,
it's 100 rand.
Yeah, it's 100
delivery.
rand a delivery. No, so it's the 200.
Fine. Nobody gets any beanies.
Yeah, it's the 200th one that gets a beanie.
Can you find that out?
Yeah, I can. I think
That's
I can.
on YouTube if you subscribe. Otherwise, get involved. Follow us on Spotify, iTunes.
Remember to subscribe and hit the little bell icon. Then you get a notification when I upload the podcast. And I do want to apologize. So the podcast has just gone out. So we bring out the podcast on the Monday. Greg and I record on the Tuesday, and
Like he has a whole week.
then rinse repeat. So the reason I usually drop the podcast on Sunday, even though it only drops on Monday. And dude, I wake up on Monday and I'm like, when you have that.
I should have done something.
I'm supposed to do something, bro. And it's like
You uploaded it late.
It's 8:42. No, it's 7:42, and I'm like lying there.
Well, the audio version of the podcast goes out on time every week, no matter what. I wonder who handles that side of the podcast.
Yeah. So that was my bad. But yeah.
If you'd never mentioned it, I would never have known. But now I'm going to have to start auditing. I'm going to have a Snoop session with you as well.
Yes.
The reason we do this is just to make you that little bit happier. It is called the happy hour. We know what a tough time it is in the world at the moment.
It's a very uncertain time for so many, and people are scared, man. There's so many drugs flying around. We're going to chat about that later on.
Drugs.
Well, drugs for...
I've been waiting to chat about drugs on the show for ages.
Yes. But yeah, there is. That's why we do it, so we can try and keep you happy.
Lift the mood.
Yeah. And if we could do it every day, we would. But both of us are trying to find jobs. So that's,
Well, I mean, one of us is. I've been retired for an entire week now.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, how's that feeling?
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Next month's salary is not coming in.
But I had that. So when I left the show with you, I was like, oh no, man. Lucky Duplessis going.
I'll be lapped up.
Lucky Duplessis like a tennis ball going bounce back. And
it was a flat tennis ball. Oh, that's the dog's ball.
Isn't there a wall there? Does anyone know where? Is it coming back? Hello?
Rolled down a storm drain, got caught by water, washed out to the ocean. It's not coming back.
So 5 months, and when you, I said this to Greg, when we're younger, so now we're all in that time where everyone's woke and we celebrate and we help each other when it comes to mental awareness and mental, what's it called? Mental health. And when we were younger, all of us used to make fun of, bro, I'm so depressed. And we made fun of it lightly, but we didn't understand the gravity of depression. 5 months not having a job, yes, it's a slippery slope that you just start to go into, and you're like, oh man.
I think it's very important to feel like you're contributing to society.
Yes,
and then when you're not, you're like, oh my word, what's going on?
I think there's only a very small amount of people that are fine with like, nah, I'm cool, I don't need to. Like, there's a very small amount of people. I think everybody else
bruv, the doll's got me.
Yeah, I think everybody else like that. You want to get up and you want a purpose, and that purpose makes you go, "Cool, I live. That's what I do. I work." And
they
then,
say that's one of the most important things. You need to try and find a purpose.
Yeah.
And that's very difficult. Your purpose doesn't have to be a career.
Yeah.
It can be a smaller thing, but having one is quite important.
like Saturdays, my purpose is to make a good braai and you know
that's what,
have a delicious steak.
that's a nice steak.
You know what I'm just.
Unless you burn something.
Yeah.
You know? My purpose is
Yeah.
you were the chosen one.
My sister-in-law, every time I braai, and I braai chicken like very well,
Perfectly, and she's
she's
burns
like
it.
always like, did you cook it through? And I'm like,
Trust
yes.
me, girl.
Yes.
This is my purpose.
Like it's like I've given you a hand to get onto the boat every time, and you're still asking me, is this the right boat? Like,
Will the boat float?
You know what I'm like? Just get on a boat, okay?
Don't mess with Lucky's famous chicken.
No, you don't. You don't. Yeah.
Do you have any reason to feel happy?
No, not this. No, not. I don't have one this time. I'm like, I'm trying to, and I also.
Jeez, he rolls in here with depression to kick the happy hour off. Now you don't have a reason to be happy.
I want to. Yeah,
I've got one for you. Actually.
Oh, okay. You have a reason for me to feel happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may have been listening to the podcast earlier on. There was a big announcement. Lucky's family was devastated. Tab is getting cancelled.
Yes, it's back.
No,
Yes, who's
it's not
back?
back, but Tab will only be discontinued in 2022. So you've got a whole year of Tab still.
Thank you, Tab, because now I have something to drink with my hate club. Okay, thank you, and I think my wife will be happy because she can't drink any other fizzy drinks now because there's caffeine.
Like
in
he's
it.
talking about whiskey. That's what Hague Club is.
Yeah, I think the people now don't have to explain it, but thank you. That is no, I think, and my mom was she was devastated.
Well, tell her she got till 2022.
Like she went out and like bought
Stockpile.
60. Like you know how the idiots bought toilet paper in the beginning of
Your
the
mom
pandemic?
was a Tab idiot.
My mom was just just get all of
So
it.
now it's like flat.
Yeah.
and-
No, it doesn't go flat. Doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know. What am I?
Anyway, that's your reason to feel good.
Yes, that's great. That's awesome. 2022.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool.
It might even be the end of 2022.
That's great.
I didn't read the full article.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What would this podcast be? The well-researched podcast.
And you, so what is your reason to feel happy?
My reason to feel happy. You know the feeling when you get something behind you.
Yeah.
You know, you're done
when
with
you
something.
finish something.
And you're like
There is nothing greater than that feeling. In fact,
completing something. Like
yeah,
finishing a run or...
I said this. Anyone that likes running knows that running is terrible. It's hard. It's taxing on the body. But the best feeling is when you finish something.
And
when you
done.
finish the run,
You're
it's
like,
done.
Whew, there we go.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
You gave me terrible advice. Lucky gave me advice the other day. I said to him, I've been watching the show. I'm 7 episodes. They're 1 hour episodes in. There's 10 of them.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking of giving up. And you said, no, bro, push through. I pushed through.
What is the show again?
The show is called Raised by Wolves.
Oh yeah.
It's Ridley Scott.
It's Ridley Scott. Yeah. Ridley.
It's shot in Somerset West.
This is a dystopian Scott.
Yeah, he likes a dystopian thing, and he likes a survivor story like Gladiator. He took away 10 hours of my life.
That you'll never get back.
It was apt. I was like, okay, there's gonna be a lacquer twist here at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
Sixth Sense twist. I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I don't think you have to shout spoiler alert if it's older than 20 years.
I've never watched it.
Haven't you? It's a good movie.
No, I haven't watched
Even with knowing
With
the
knowing
twist.
the twist,
Because then
okay.
you can see what's happening.
it. Maybe I should watch it with B this weekend.
Why would your wife want to watch a horror movie with you?
Oh, she loves it.
Oh,
She
okay.
loves a thriller, horror, whatever.
Okay, I thought she was more the rom-com.
Oh no. So it's anything like murdering and children being kidnapped, and then
She likes that.
She loves it, which is weird because we have kids and.
Yeah, that's really dark. We'll have to address that later. And if your kids go missing, I know who to point the finger at.
No, but I think
You already know who it is. I know who the criminal is.
No, I think she likes it because then if a child does get kidnapped, she has ideas on how to get him back. You feel me? Like,
Oh, yeah. Nice save.
imagine you go to a cop. Listen, I watched this series called Stolen.
I was on the Universal channel.
Yeah, so the cop's like, ma'am, we are trying to do our goddamn job. Okay? Would you shut The F up.
So my reason to feel happy is that I finished that TV show and I will never, ever, 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 ever
Listen to me.
watch another episode of that show.
Of that show, is that bad?
Yeah.
So was it so bad that when it ended, you thought to yourself like, how did the writers get this far?
There was so much potential, and there is a lot of potential, but it's just shit. And I'm pretty open-minded.
Movie idea. Guy watches a movie from a famous director. He
Kills him.
No. He's so upset after losing 10 hours that he actually hunts the director down, flies to LA. He's that angry with his life.
And then takes 10 hours from his life.
Yes.
So he forces cigarettes down his throat for the next 15 years. Anyway, it's a bit of a dark reason to feel happy, but we always want to know what your reason to feel happy is, whatever it is.
Now you can hit us up on WhatsApp. The number's on the screen. Did you see that I changed the look
I see
and
it's
feel?
white.
Yeah.
White now. We're
Changed the
not,
look
we're
and
not
feel.
Lumo green.
And the promos as well, the look and feel. I changed it. We needed.
If we were a nightclub, we'd gone from grunge to Saturday afternoon Ibiza chilled hits.
Exactly. I wanted to look different from season 1 so that you can distinguish. Yeah.
Because we're certainly not getting better. So at least you can distinguish that.
Yeah, so that is. But that's yeah.
We got a lot coming up. We got some of the regulars. We are struggling with game changers. If you've got a game changer for us, please.
I have to say this, and I have to say this. Like, so the podcast is, as I said, it is recorded on the Tuesday. Greg and I put it out on the Monday. But it's hard for us to find game changers, and I'll say this because we're not actually going out because we have to social distance, whatever. So you're not hearing people talk. You're not hearing stories. So we kind of really need you now more than ever. So if you're with your family, then that's at least a normal connection. So you see something, tell us. Let us know.
Let's change the game.
Exactly.
So we don't have game changers. We do have the question
Yeah, we
code
do
to
have a
wrap
game
things
changer.
up. Oh, do you have a game changer?
I've got one. I said to you, it's a game changer light. Game changer.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's get into it.
You know when you make plans and you stick to the plan, and then your friend calls you 2 days later and says, "Hey, are we still on for the plan?" You're like, "Yes, we're sticking to the plan."
Yes.
I thought the plan was we weren't going to have game changers today. What game changer do you have?
I wrote it down.
For the peoples.
I wrote it down and said I have a game changer light.
Game changer?
Game changer, yeah. So the game changer is very simple. Now, my wife said to me yesterday, she's like, why don't you just tell them about something that's like, and I said, so you
don't want to water the shit down.
Yeah. The reason it's called a game changers, I can't say to you guys, oh, it's Netflix, because everyone knows what Netflix is. Now, the premise of a game changer is this. People know of it, but they might know of it, but they haven't been introduced. They haven't been introduced to it yet, and they don't know of it yet. Like, for instance,
Like, I know about essential oils.
yes, but you know of apps, but you might not know of this app.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't say Netflix. Yeah, Netflix has been around for long enough. It's got to be something
I
that
think
you're
one
like.
of the game changers in the past was Uber.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you got? What do you got for us?
So this one is a game changer light because it's kind of.
I feel like putting more criteria on it is just making it more and more difficult for people to give us them.
Let me just get straight into it. This one, wet wipes, man. Wet wipes have really, they've done me proud. I used to use wet wipes when we used to go to Opi Kopi. And
Instead of the shower, you just did the wet wipe.
did the wet wipes. But then we started going into the hotel, which is, first of all, another game changer by itself. Because, yes.
If you ever go camping,
Go
at a
glamping.
festival, go
Glamping. Pay the extra money.
It's
Glamp,
worthwhile.
Get at the shower because there's nothing worse than being
Filthy.
It's disgusting.
Filthy.
And then if you do hook up with someone, only the first night. Never date 2
Well,
and 3.
unless you bring them home for a shower first.
There you go, game changer.
Hey,
but
I think you should go back to my campsite for a shower.
for a shower.
That's like a perv.
Yeah, but I thought about it. We're using them now so often. Yeah, I use them for my babies, whatever. But we're using them dude, my phone. I come home, I wipe my phone down, then I wash my hands, dude. It's everywhere now, and it's in my car. And the steering wheel, just so you don't spread the virus. And that's why I'm still COVID free since COVID-19. Because of the hand
Wet
sanitizer
wipes. So you
and
say wet wipes have saved
Wet
your life.
wipes they've done it. They've brought me good list. Like, dude, my watch, everything. Because I touch everything. I check what the times. I do this, that. You don't have something.
I think wet wipes are antibacterial. They're not antiviral.
Yeah,
so they wouldn't actually kill the COVID whether you wiped your phone with it.
Oh, is it? Would
think so.
they not just move them off though?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, listen, they're a game changer, I think.
Game changer.
Yeah, I think they're a game changer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever blown your nose with a wet wipe?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering. Sometimes when you blow your nose too much when you're sick, and then it's all red.
Oh, yeah.
And you get the wet wipe action. That's like 4-ply toilet paper, pretty much.
Oh, yes, yeah. You can also do that, by the way, if you want to.
No, surely.
Yeah,
surely it leaves a little bit of a wet line.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's why people sometimes don't. When they, that's why.
That's fine.
No, that's why people sometimes they don't. If they're gonna go shower and they have the poo before the shower, they don't wipe their bum with toilet paper. They just go straight into the shower. And
But they dry themselves with the. I'm sorry that the podcast has gone here. I think that we should all take 1 second to erase that from our minds.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Game changer, wet wipes.
Yeah.
Tell us your game changers if you've got any.
Please, God, dude. Please. Knowing is important. It is very important to know. I think you got to stay in the know. Don't be ignorant. It's not good to be ignorant. It's stupid, actually.
And when it comes to drugs, just say no.
Just say no. Exactly.
Although
No.
I can't back that statement up. So we need to be in the KNOW.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, that's good to know the difference of the spelling.
Yes.
Yes. That's also
Good
there.
to know.
Yeah. Good to know. But I want to tell you about the coronavirus. I mean, it's obviously still here. It's big. Today, in fact, today the WHO has made an announcement that they're saying countries that can't get the COVID vaccines or one of the 4 must use AstraZeneca. Now, you know what AstraZeneca is?
It's the one that doesn't fully work.
No, AstraZeneca no, is AstraZeneca not the horse one?
No, that's ivermectin.
Ivermectin, sorry. So they say you must use AstraZeneca, but
Ivermectin.
Ivermectin. No, I must use AstraZeneca, the vaccine AstraZeneca. But what I want to talk about is the ivermectin, the horse thing.
Yeah.
Because doctors in Durban are saying, listen, just let the doctors use it. They're not saying they must sell it. They're just saying they must use it. Now I'm hearing on the streets that people are illegally buying this stuff.
Yeah, some guys got arrested at the airport for bringing in a big
No,
batch.
not like that. I'm saying like oaks are buying hey, can I get it? But have you seen how it works? So how it works is that it's per 50 kilogram. You got to use 1 ml per 50 kilogram. That's how strong this stuff is.
Yeah, I didn't want to get his whole family sick.
Yeah,
He was giving them too much.
It's hectic. So for me, I would probably take 2 mils. You'd probably take 1 and a quarter. I don't know, whatever. But that's hectic. But so people are buying it now, dude. I was at a family event and my brother, the one, there was a lady there and she was like, "Hey man, guys, I can get ivermectin," and I was like. And he was like, "Yo, can I get some? Can I?" And I was like, "What is going on here, guys? Why are you all?" But the doctors in Durban are saying, "Let us just administer it because people are staying safe." But yeah,
No, I haven't touched the stuff.
would you take it? But
I think if I was very sick,
you
I'd definitely take it.
You take
but
it, yeah.
I've heard people taking it for preventative measures even.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know.
I'm also the same as you. I'm like, if I'm on the deathbed, on knocking on death's door, then I'd be like, ivermectin me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the horse stuff.
Give me the horse stuff. Yeah. But yeah.
Isn't that what, sorry, just speaking about drugs for horses, but isn't that what in The Wolf of Wall Street, they were doing drugs called Quaaludes?
So Quaaludes,
weren't they pretty much horse tranquilizers?
they were something like that, but they're quite strong. But then the Quaaludes they were using were also expired. So the drug
because the drug had been cancelled for
had been
humans.
cancelled for a few years,
Yeah,
and then they were taking it, and those Quaaludes were just
So you don't know where you could find that kind of...
no, I don't
You got that chick at the house party's number by any chance?
Yeah, but I found out something very cool. So everybody's talking about the strain. The South African strain, there's the England strain now that's now gone to Australia, and they're very upset. They're like, someone's brought it here, and I found out how they figure out the strain. So the strain, people get COVID or whatever, then they go, cool, this is the South African strain. Then what happens is while people are getting it, the strain obviously mutates as us in South Africa. Then somebody takes it and they take the strain there, and it's literally like a calculation, like 2 + 2 is 3, 2 + 2 is 4. Cool, that's the England strain. 1 + 3 is 4, and then they go, okay, cool, but these strains don't match up, and they go, this is the South African strain, this is the England strain, and that's how they measure it. And so that's really cool. So in New Zealand now, what they're doing is when people come in, they test them whether they're positive or not. They check, okay, cool, they've got the strain. Then so that family of 3 that ended up getting it because they were cleaning staff at like the hotel, they got COVID-19, but they were like, but how did they get it? They're like, okay, cool. They compared it to the people that had come internationally in. They're like, no, it's not. So it's internal. So they can compare the strands. Now they can't do it here because it takes too long. Because
I thought that a lot of the things. See, we should have had a disclaimer at the beginning of this that this is going to be a Rona chat.
Yeah.
Because when people start talking about the Rona, my mind just goes. No, it's become overwhelming. Yeah. But I thought that some people had. Frozen foods. They were getting I think the initial time New Zealand, remember they all celebrated, they were like,
we're done, we're COVID free. The initial time
it came in frozen food.
Oh my god.
So from the packaging in frozen food, someone had got the Rona.
Oh really? But I thought it couldn't. Okay, so I thought it couldn't, but but that's what I've been reading up on now. So that's quite cool that New Zealand can do that because they have so little cases that they can compare. Whereas we have so many cases, we don't really have time to go, oh, which strain is
but
this?
But aren't we at the bottom of our wave now? We're going to come back up now when the clubs start opening, pubs start opening.
You know the Daily Mail, as I like to call them, the depressing mail. They like to. Some Oka's just written now a very comprehensive and very detailed. He's like, Wave 3 is now coming, and it's really it's like it's factual and obviously being the Daily Mail, very factual and very and clear and precise,
sensational.
But dude, it's like we just got free. Yeah, but yeah.
Speaking about the Rona, my friends have a cat that they it's a stray cat they kind of adopted at their house.
Okay. They find this cat on the street.
Yeah, the cat was looking pretty tired.
Okay.
The cat has been named Rona. Don't you think that's pretty dark?
That's very dark, bro. That's very dark.
Because
how
many people? Rona? Because the Rona's happening and whatever. But if you think about it, like millions of people have died.
Millions.
And now you have named the cat. It's like naming your cat Hitler.
Yeah.
Or naming your cat Stalin.
Stalin, like that's hectic. Well, I do think
I do know someone who's called their cat Chairman Meow. Yeah, so Rona
for a cat. That's
Rona the cat.
Listen, can I take the devastation that's happened out of it? I think Rona is a pretty cool name. Isn't like Rona a girl's name? Rona. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, I'd say Rona.
What is that song about? It's not about.
It's about his car, I think. My Sharona. I think he's calling the car the Sharona.
Sharona, yeah. And so I do think it is a dope name, and on that, and people will slay me for this, but you're educated, so you can tell the people that I'm not lying.
Can't guarantee anything.
No, so I'm a designer, and obviously you learn design and iconography. So Hitler made the swastika a symbol of hate. But before it wasn't. It was actually a symbol of...
like thousands, but lots of religions and things had used a very similar symbol. The Greeks had a very similar symbol. Christians had a similar symbol. Yeah.
So I'm not lying when I say this. And I, as a designer, know it's pleasing to the eye. It's a very well designed because it's got... what's it?
It's symmetrical.
Symmetrical, that's the word I'm bloody looking for.
That's why we find good-looking people good-looking.
Because their faces are 100. So the models are
the most symmetrical people.
Symmetrical. It's when your eyes here and your eyes here,
and you got a little bit of the Quasimodo going.
And they're going, hey, any chance you're from Boxburg? I'm just kidding, Boxies. I'm just kidding,
bro. We will drop you when we get into 7th gear. In our race. Have you done any work on the race?
No.
I've done nothing either.
We can't. Listen, we're not going to be able to afford it. To close the highway is too expensive. You know that.
Bruh, government. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll just give a little grease a couple palms. Oh, we don't have any grease, though.
Yeah, we don't have any grease.
What are you doing? I'm giving you some skin, brother.
If you ever grease a car with nothing, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for that update.
Mm.
So what does it mean for us?
Me and you are still free, so it's all good. Yeah.
I also heard that there is a high amount of antibodies prevalent in the South African population. I mean, that's what they're saying.
Really?
Yeah. And an abnormally high. That's what I saw in the news this morning.
So is that why we heal faster? Or was
No, so it's saying it's good. It
Yeah.
means that a lot of people may have possibly been infected and they didn't know,
yeah,
and their body has built up resistance to it, which is very good.
which is very good. Yeah.
Obviously, there are people that aren't, but there are
Me
people that
and you always make fun of the scientists that like got C's in science. And there's a scientist that because we always say that the scientists that got C's, they're the ones who do the experiments that are like, hey man, once you find out how many people stand in a line in a year,
Yeah.
you know?
People with one leg shorter than the other sometimes hobble.
It's like,
Thanks, Jeff.
what? Okay. But there's a scientist that like Stanford University, and he obviously got C's in science. He worked out, because the coronavirus is obviously so tiny, it's minuscule.
Yeah.
He worked out that if you took all and every single coronavirus molecule and you put it together, all of it would fit into a 340 ml can of Coke, and it'd still be room to breathe.
Yeah, he definitely got the C's. I'd like to work on the vaccine. No, I'd like you to see how many of these things would fit in a can of Coke.
Yeah.
But
guys, like, isn't it my time?
No, this is your term.
No, this is not your time.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, that's the kind of corona facts I want on the show. Lies and deceit. You never ever want them to be directed at you.
Yeah.
You can watch it on the Universal Channel, see some Law and Order. Or
Lies and
whatever it
deceit
is.
make a great movie as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drama, no story.
Yeah, exactly.
What about when the lies and deceit are in your own home? Between a husband and a wife.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I do. Listen, I enjoy a good goss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And you know it's good when someone goes, yo, dude, did you hear? Everyone, shut the fuck up. Shut up. What? What happened?
Let me tell you the story. It's about a friend called Fortunate and his wife, Dianca.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Have you heard of these guys?
Actually, her name in Italian means white, so you could have said that. But I just for
Okay, well, no. So my good mate Fortunate
and white
and Dianca,
yeah.
their relationship is based on lies.
Oh, okay.
Recently, there was that holiday that I don't celebrate. One of the most commercial ones that involves hearts. Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't use it.
Yeah.
You and your wife. Now, if you do this, I'm pointing the finger at you as well. But you and your wife both lied to each other. You said no gifts. No gifts, my love. No gifts. Then they both end up giving each other gifts for Valentine's Day. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
Okay.
Now you have to sit on the edge and go, okay, shit. If it's no gifts, does that mean that we're not doing gifts, or that we are pretending to not give each other gifts, but then still give each other gifts?
Okay, so I will defend myself. So I'll say this: we don't do gifts on Valentine's. We don't even celebrate it. We don't go out for dinner. Nothing. Every single year, we're supposed to not do anything.
Absolute bullshit. If I go down your Instagram timeline, I bet you I'll find Valentine's Day for the last 3 years.
Yeah. So last year, anyways, this year, I was buying a gift for my mom and my sister. So my sister's birthday is on the 9th of Feb. My mom's birthday is on the 15th of Feb. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I found these beautiful bracelets, but they were like well priced. Okay. So I was like, okay, well, let me just get Bianca one. And
even though we've said no gift this year.
yes, because, and gentlemen, and I'll say this. It's better for your wife or girlfriend to say no gifts and you get her a gift and she fights with you than to not get her a gift And then she's like, yo, what's
That's
up? Where's
absolute
this?
bullshit. You know, you are setting a precedent that is very dangerous. Do you know how the law system works? It all is built up on case law. It's all built up on precedents set by people before them.
Okay.
And you are now setting a precedent that when you say no gifts, it means I'm still going to get you a gift.
So what would happen if Jen got you a gift for Valentine's Day?
She would never do that.
So for those that are new to the podcast, him and his wife don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
What? Sorry? Valentine's, yes.
So they don't celebrate at all because she ruined
It's a
it.
commercial holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did ruin it, but I've forgiven her for that.
Yeah.
No, I once bought her a card, and then she was snooping around and found the card.
And then you cancelled it.
Yeah, cancelled. But I was going to cancel it anyway. That was just the first years of
Yeah. That was still the
dating.
honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
But I know. But listen.
So, do you think any relationship based on lies is a healthy relationship? Just answer the question.
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's not.
Okay.
But she won't give me a gift next year. She got me a biltong.
Bro, that's still a gift.
I know. You know what's weird? Her gift was more expensive than mine. It was a very...
There's only one breadwinner in his family, and now they're both lying to each other about spending their money.
Yeah.
I just think it's a warning.
But would you not rather be a mark? Because now if I didn't get her a gift and then she got me biltong, then what now?
We said no gifts.
But I'd feel bad. And I love giving gifts.
I don't know. I think. Look, if it works in your family, lying, that's cool. Doesn't work for normal people.
Okay, all
Next
right.
thing you know, she's cheating on you. Hey, don't cheat on me. Oh no, don't worry. No cheating.
Okay, all right. Let's calm down. We were just talking about relationships and that lies aren't good. Greg slated me because he thinks our relationship is based on lies. But I want to ask you, what do you think is the number one trait people look for in others? What do you think is the number one thing?
I don't know. It depends at what stage but I mean,
No.
Generally, in a good human, you want integrity, you want trust, you want honesty. None of that. I'll buy you a Valentine's Day thing and then give you another thing on the Valentine's Day. But I said we would buy things. And
So
then we
you
still
want
bought things.
integrity, honesty, like...
Yeah, you want somebody who loves you no matter what. You want somebody who cares for you, who's got your back,
Yeah.
who trusts you. Trust.
Yeah.
I think trust is massive.
yeah, trust is huge.
Like that's how you build friendships. You start,
Yeah.
you trust each other, and like when your friends, trick you and I don't know, pants you, you evolve to a point where they no longer do that.
when they pants you, Greg, there's something you want to tell us.
I don't want to tell you about the time I got pantsed. Oh, that
But-
ruined a friendship.
They recently did a study,
Yeah.
and recent is in like 2020 in November.
So there was no time to deal with the coronavirus. These
No.
oaks must have been the D's in science.
These are the D's in science, and they asked people, and they
I feel like we should do some relationship science. And
yeah.
like,
Is that science? Don't add science to relationships.
okay, yeah. So tell me.
56% of people, which is the majority,
I know how percentages work.
just helping those that don't know math.
That's good. Yeah, I know maths isn't everyone's forte.
Yeah, came in and said that the number one trait they look for in someone else is someone who can cook.
Oh.
Yeah, that is because everything you said was correct. You're looking for honest. You're looking for trust. You're looking for, someone that you can rely on. You're looking for someone that can have your back,
I hate this kind of research though, because you kind of, this research could be a sample size of
2 people.
50 students.
Yeah.
That all need somebody who can cook for them.
Yeah, no, it is. Listen, it probably is. But I find it strange that was the result.
The outcome.
Because it's like, I'm also like, really? Like, you want that before you can find someone that you can trust? Someone that's not going to fight in bars, or someone that doesn't treat waitresses
I thought
bad?
that you were going to say like hotties. I thought you were going to say people look for
Even
good looking.
that, I even thought looks would come before food. Because I think food is something you find out later. You don't meet someone and go, hey, bitch, can you cook?
Although you did lie to your wife and say, I'm a great chef.
Exactly.
Oh, she lied to you.
No,
you lied to her.
I lied to her because she said to me, I don't like cooking from the start.
And you were like, I'm a great chef.
And then I thought, well, if you're going to open the gap, I'm going to take the ball and run with it. And I thought, I love cooking. She was like, "Wow."
Although you have evolved to that now, but it just goes back to your relationship is founded on lies. It is.
It is. But
Yeah.
this foundation,
Not serious lies.
This foundation is not serious lies, but this
Strong.
foundation is strong.
I don't know if you're lying now.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Cooking.
Yeah, cooking.
Cooking.
But now the thing is, what I wanted to ask you is as well as how much. So, what's a cooking relationship and ratio in your relationship? So you to her,
it's probably about 50-50.
is it?
Yeah.
So mine is 98.
You the most.
Yeah. But when Bianca cooks, it's beautiful. It's like a fucking eclipse.
I think it's becoming more 60-40 because I'm more unemployed.
Yeah.
And my wife's working from home, which is quite nice. So
Yeah,
then like
yeah.
I make us a nice lunch.
Yes. Yeah.
Problem is she doesn't always like the food I cook because I like bread and pasta and
oils.
she's weight conscious. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what is weight?
Yeah. Fuck, Greg is the only person in the world that's still. You and my brother Philip have still like haven't picked up weight. My brother's like, oh man, I've been drinking a lot of beer lately and picking up weight. And he lifted up a shirt and he had like a 6-pack, like pa 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 pa. And my sister's
And then once
like,
he moved the 6-pack.
like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
like, come on, bro, please. Like, you're killing us.
Well, some people are fortunate. Other people aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I could have one like stupid power, that would be it. I'd be like never to
A
get
good
fat.
metabolism.
Yeah, okay, well that's the scientific version of it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I was going more like the easy never get fat.
Yeah.
If I could eat anything and stay thin and have a 6-pack, that is actually the best superpower in the world.
I totally understand people who are like morbidly obese. And I know it's I know it's wrong.
No,
I know it's like
100%.
whoa, man, that's really unhealthy. Like, hey, please take care of yourself.
No.
But at the same time, like, food is like a drug,
Dude.
It's so good.
The most delicious things are the white things: bread, the rice, the carbs that you're not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
Are the most delicious ones. They're the ones that make you happiest.
The white things.
No, because I do like.
Don't let the EFF hear that. Next thing there'll be a fucking protest in the bread aisle.
Why do you think Julius Malema is so thin? He doesn't eat white things anymore. Oh, man. I'm serious, bro. It's the most delicious carbs are the white carbs, and that's all the ones that like. And I love beer, and I love all the white carbs, and it's just like, you got to go. Do you want to be happy or do you want to have a 6-pack? I choose happy every time.
Yeah.
I choose happy every time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have that pizza. Like,
Yeah, but you do everything in moderation.
yeah, and also the thing is like, okay, cool. I'll eat this pizza and then I'll run tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you don't run.
Then I don't
and then you beat yourself up and need another pizza.
I'll run tomorrow.
To the pizza place. Exactly. Big Brother is always watching you. And I'm not talking about a creepy voyeur brother. I'm talking about Mr. Zuckerberg. Facebook.
Yeah. It's weird. I've created such a hate for him in my life.
You don't know.
Like, he doesn't bother me.
He could be a really nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. I mean, his movies told us a lot. So.
Don't believe everything you see in the movies.
Yeah.
Lucky.
No. Yes. Yeah. Aaron Sorkin always writes lies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who's founded your relationships on lies. The reason I say Big Brother's always watching is because Zuckerberg, Instagram, your phone is listening to you. You are the product. They are selling advertising to you all the time.
That's the golden rule about anything. If
it's free,
if it's
you're
free,
the
you're the
product.
product.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You and I both are well aware of this.
Yeah.
We know that our phones listen to us. You can talk about something and it'll come up on your phone a little bit later.
Next thing, you're seeing all these Jeep ads.
But the thing is if you go to your privacy settings on Facebook itself, you can switch off certain things. So you can say that they're not allowed to track your things. So they have a guess at you based on your age and things that you like and whatnot and what you comment about.
Yeah.
But they can't always give you direct things. So usually if you're saying, I want a jet ski, 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 jet skis might show up.
Yeah.
But they know you don't earn any money, so then it's a waste of an advert sending you a jet ski.
Yeah. See, do.
I want to know. So I've kind of thrown them off the scent a little. I want to know.
This is what happens when you don't have a job.
Yeah.
You got time,
You
baby.
become
Nothing but
conspiracy
time.
theorists.
Yeah. Greg is sitting at home.
I want you.
Cauliflowers.
Cauliflowers.
Oh, actually, hold the fucking phone, okay?
I am holding it.
About 8 or 9 podcasts ago, Greg told us
You
a game
said
changer.
it yesterday. You said yesterday. You said on the podcast before.
Yeah.
You said about you get this leaf
I'm
app.
still getting it.
Anyway, what I want to know is what type of person Instagram thinks you are by your most recent 3 adverts.
Okay.
So I went through my phone this morning.
Okay, so I gotta go to the
And the
top.
one thing, Instagram thinks I'm a scuba diver. It offered me a OxX scuba diving equipment. So it's like a snorkel, but you just use it for like snorkeling for fun.
Yeah.
So that's what Instagram thinks I am.
Do you even
It
have a
thinks-
scuba license?
No. No, but this is not for people who are scuba diving. These are for regular people. It's just like a mini air tank.
Okay.
Then they think I want to live in a RV, one of those kitted out
Yeah,
cars.
yeah.
I get adverts for that all the time.
Really?
And then the other thing that Instagram thinks I've got way too much money because they offer me those, you could buy the title of a lord or lady.
Oh, yes, one in Scotland.
Those are the 3 ads I get.
that you get.
So that describes the type of person Instagram thinks you are.
Yeah.
What does Instagram think you are?
Because the first one I got is it the ones that says sponsored at the bottom?
Yes,
'Cause that's-
all the
yeah.
sponsored ads.
So I got Adidas, which is fitness stuff. No, it's just Adidas.
Okay, so they know that you like fashion.
I like fashion.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's Instagram's on the nose there.
Trying to see here. Okay, so fashion so far. Unity Technologies.
Oh yes, what a Unity technology.
Join us in this
Explore the
informative
2D
webinars that immerses you in the 2D tools that brought the lost crypt sample projects to life.
Okay, so that's obviously something because you've been spending too much time watching YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, I think that's probably there. You're right about that. And then the third one is
Outcast tattoos.
No, but I follow them.
Oh,
I follow them. Baby Spark Co. Yeah, that's understandable.
drive cognitive growth. He gets babies' toys.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not bad.
So that's not bad. So,
So,
I kind of
Instagram knows who you are.
Yeah. So it's not like something. It's
Instagram doesn't know who I am.
So you're scuba. You're like you. Is it the face one you shoot?
I also get masterclass adverts all the time.
Oh, but masterclass adverts, they're always coming in. Like I'm getting the guy from the CEO of Disney, David
I don't know.
Iger, David Iger. And I'm just like, yo, I mean, I dig Disney, but Iger, listen, pump the brakes, Playboy.
Just let us get Disney Plus in South Africa.
Yes.
Legally.
Yes, legally. Because I'm always saying to my brother, yo, listen, have you gotten The Mandalorian yet? He's
Oh, okay. So more crime from Lucky.
oh, don't add. Yeah.
How many felons have you really racked up? Does Instagram know that about you? That you're a criminal?
Want to go to jail?
Get out of jail free card.
I think one of the worst things when it comes to looking for a job is the job interview itself. It's awkward. It's strange. It feels weird when you're there in office, but now it's even worse because you're on a Zoom call. So you're in the comfort of your home, but you can't read the room. You know what I'm saying? And reading the room is one of the most underrated things. You understand that you can see when someone's
You
like,
got to play the people.
you know, they
There's the outgoing person. There's the shy person. You can see him.
yeah, and then the one guy who's on his phone, but he's actually reading your CV, and you're going, and he's looking.
Eyes here, asshole. And then they know that you're a diva.
Yeah, exactly.
Has that happened to you before?
No. So I thought, listen, Greg, you're looking for a job now, and I'm also kind of looking for a job. So I found this also.
So if you're looking for a job, these are questions that can help you.
Yeah, this will definitely help you. It's 45 questions you should ask in your next.
45.
I'm not going to do all 45. I'm going to do the first. So this is quite cool. So you got to ask questions about your role.
Oh, yes. Questions that you've got to ask interviewers.
Yeah. So
Yeah, very important. You can't just go there and go, no, that's fine. I'm good.
No. So this is standard. What would my first week at work look like?
Okay.
Okay. How does this position contribute to the organization's success? Okay. What do people hope to accomplish in this
I was just in one and I said, are my opportunities for growth greater than what the job spec says.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know. I nailed the
Hey?
interview. They haven't called.
Don't call us.
Check at this asshole.
We'll call you.
Look at him here. He must have read that 47 questions to ask.
Imagine you're like, who the fuck do you think you are asking me this question? I asked the question in this house.
I am the interviewer.
So this one is quite cool. So this is this is getting to know the interviewer. But I think these are quite hectic because if you ask the interviewer this, they'd be like,
Have you ever had an affair?
what do you enjoy most about working here?
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's brilliant.
Why are you working in this industry? So you are asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Because then they're going, I just really love the money. This place is soul destroying. Don't work here. You know, they could tell you that.
Can you walk me through your typical day?
Yeah, these are brilliant. What was it? Oh, these are great.
I'll send you the link. What is your greatest accomplishment in this company?
Hiring me will be the greatest.
You might as well ask, like, what position does your wife like? Like, these are very...
No, that is way more personal.
Okay, what hobbies do you have outside of this office? Do you think it's fine to ask her?
I don't know. I mean, they ask you what hobbies you have. Like for me, I always struggle with that question because my hobbies are drinking.
Yeah.
So what I say, catching up with friends. Sometimes even when they're not there.
You're like, yeah, I like quail hunting. 2 weeks later, you're fucking in the bush. You're like, oh my fuck, what is a quail? What the fuck is a quail?
Oh, that's wonderful. We go quail hunting all the time.
Yo, you should join us on Saturday. What rifle do you use? A Glock. They're like, you shoot quail with a Glock? It's like,
I'm a gangster, yo.
Yeah.
Define gangster.
Yeah. So there are some really good questions here, but I thought but I think in company cultures, like what benefits are focused on work-life balance?
I asked a work-life balance question. I asked a work from home question.
Yeah.
Did not get a positive response.
Oh, really?
I was like, for the moment, yeah. I was like putting it in the broader context. I was like, the world's changing, roles are changing. But could the business see a kind of multifaceted work position, like some work from home, some office? Is there a change in the business? It was like, no. When this ends, we're going straight back to the office.
But you know what's strange is when you ask that. And some so companies that are open-minded like Google that believe you just got to get the work done, we trust you, whatever, that's fine. But the companies like ours, and we are late adopters in South Africa, dude, they think when you ask that, they want to, oh yeah, this oak's taking a chance, he's definitely not gonna be and it's like, no, I'm just asking because it's the new way of life. People want to work this way. Companies in Sweden are going 4 days a week work week. When are we gonna get to that? You know what I'm saying? But then they're going, is he lazy? I don't know if he's lazy, if he's just innovative. You know what I'm saying? So
Fine line.
It's a fine
line. Generally lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are good. Those are great questions.
Good questions.
What are the bad questions? Yo, how much money am I gonna get?
So there's a rule about that, like when you have to ask for money. So you don't do that in your first interview. Second, third, like after the third interview, then you start to,
It's like you only start asking about sex on the third date.
Yeah. Let's talk about cheese. Well, we don't really have cheese in the office. No, bitch, I'm talking about the money.
I was also like...
So, yeah, you got to be careful when to ask about the money. And then also it's how you ask about it. Like, you can't be aggressive. Like, how much money will I be making? Yeah, you got to...
Currently, I'm sponging off my wife. Will I be able to live a different lifestyle?
Yes. I haven't been able to treat her in 2 years. She is going to leave me for someone richer. So Daddy needs to bring home the cheese. Yeah. So there are rules.
Okay, good.
But yeah, dude,
you haven't had an interview recently?
The last interview I had was with the telecommunications company.
Was it Zoom?
And no, it was in the office. I had to drive to Woodmead. It was far. And I was being interviewed. And two of the guys
What do you think made them not call you back?
I don't know. They said I was too experienced because they were looking for somebody young to do grunt work, which is fair. I said to them, like, I want to do more.
I can do grunt work. I'll do any work.
But yeah, so I think that's why they didn't call me back. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Too much experience, too little experience. You have to be Goldilocks for a job.
Yeah, time for the question, Crane. We always end off the show like this. Remember, you can, and we would love for you to please send us your questions that you want.
You can
us to
comment on
answer.
YouTube. You can
Yeah.
send it through on the WhatsApp.
Tell us what
voice note.
whatever the question is, and you want to get to know us more, or how we think,
Or any question.
whatever question it is.
Maybe
let
it's
us
an
know.
interview question that stumped you.
Oh, nice. That could be cool. Let us know.
So we got 100 of these with 100 questions inside of them. Today's question, have you ever snuck into somewhere?
So I had two places. So the one I was trying to sneak in and like eventually got into it and then walked around and you had like a thing around and somebody was leaving and I said, hey man, listen, mine broke off. Do you mind if I use yours? And they're like, oh, you're not sure, bro. Here you go. And I gave me mine. It was cool. And then another one, I accidentally was
So
walking.
what's that? Sorry, the crime counts at 3.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
No, so I was walking around trying to find the entrance to this festival, and I had parked on the wrong
just
end.
snuck in.
No, there was just like a thing, and I walked in, and what had happened was Oaks were delivering something. They opened it up.
You just
I was
walked
the
in.
only person walked in, and boom, I was in. I was walking around. I had to get a drink. The guy's like, "Hey man, where's your stamp?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Oh my God!"
It's washed
And the
away.
guy's like, "Oh." And then he gave me a stamp, and boom, had it, and it was like free drinks until it was like for the next 3 hours, bro.
What a deal.
It was a deal. It was crazy.
Crime count 4. That's nice.
Yes,
That's cool.
He's a narc.
What
What about you?
I got into a club once. The bouncer knew us.
Oh, nice.
Also, you could add that to the crime count if you
Yeah.
want. But the bouncer was like, hey, come here. And just took me straight in.
Boom.
There was a huge queue outside.
Hey, where you going?
It's like,
No,
hey,
let
whoa,
him go.
whoa.
It's Jesus.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I snuck into there. And the poor club's closed down now, obviously because people weren't paying to get in.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got to say, I forgot. I actually have a third one. And it was exactly like this. But a friend of mine said, if you want to get into anywhere, you got to act like you own or you know the place. And he said,
So you just walk with confidence.
bro, also a long queue. The friend of ours, he had a ticket or a stamp, and he dropped us off in the front, and he had this very nice car. It stopped. He got out, opened the door for us. We got out, and we just walked in. The bouncer kind of like let us in, and then we were in, and it was. I still remember it. I was like, yo, this was like, because also it could be like a no.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And he just kind of like let us.
Nice.
It was yeah.
I don't really know if I've ever snuck in anywhere else.
Yeah.
I think maybe when it's under 18 to get into clubs.
Yeah. No, listen.
That would be, but that's hardly. I guess that's not really sneaking in. That's just cheating the system.
Bro, isn't it weird that when we were under 18, we should try to sneak into clubs? You spend most of the night
Stressing about whether you're going to get in.
reconning and prepping to get in. And eventually when you get in, it's like, okay, my mom says I've got to be back in an hour.
It's 12 o'clock.
Like, I gotta go now. Like that. Like Oaks would be in the car. Like, okay, cool, guys. Listen, you three are gonna go, okay? And
Oh, my word.
Okay, yeah, you got these ideas, okay? And then you three, and you sat there. You like thought of ideas, like you got the right shoes, and you were always. And then when you got in there, it's like it's obvious. Yeah, this Oaks not 18. Like you were so tiny. Like the chicks were like huge, and you were like this. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, can I get 2 tequilas, please? Yeah, and yeah, can I get a draft? Yeah, with ice, please. And they're like, what? A draft with ice?
Can I have a storm, please?
Can I have a yes,
Surely bartender's going, that's a giveaway.
can I get a storm, please?
And the kid's not tipping either. Son
Yeah.
of a
Oh,
gun.
yes, yeah.
Holding tight onto their cash.
Yes.
Also snuck into university, I'd say. My marks just scraped me in.
Oh, no, listen, same here. Yeah. So those are the places I've snuck into.
If you've snuck into somewhere cool, we'd love to hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
Can let us know.
Imagine, do you think it's like, we've never been to prison, but I've been to jail. I think somebody snuck out of jail.
Loads of people have snuck out of jail.
No, not prison. Prison and jail are two different things. Jail is okay, you're going to stay here overnight. Prison is, the court has found you guilty.
I put prison and jail in a very, very similar category. I don't get caught up with semantics there. You're behind bars by law. I don't like it. I don't want it.
You're still going to be found guilty. The other, you've
oh yes, innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent,
This guy's track record.
Yeah.
You'd know better than me. System, how much trouble you can get into.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I think I've tried to sneak into a box once at cricket.
Okay, but that's weird because then surely they go,
Who's this guy?
Yeah,
and also,
like I would really love to meet a wedding crasher. I would love to meet someone that crashes people's weddings and have gotten away with it because the movie was phenomenal. But in America, you can do that because they print the weddings in the newspaper. So you know, like, oh, this weekend, this blah, blah, blah wedding is. But it's like in South Africa, you couldn't do that because everyone would be like, I'm sorry, who are you? Like, what are you doing here?
I'm Aunt Sue's cousin.
And you're like, I don't
She sends her best.
She sends her best. She does she? Okay.
I don't have an Aunt Sue.
Get out. Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
She sends her best.
You gotta be mentally
And it's always
strong.
It's always like it's a lie when it's like, no man, I'm Uncle Dave. You know Uncle Dave. You know he's married to
that one.
Always forget her name. I'll get
Have
it
you
now.
tried it?
Gonna get a drink.
Yes. You gotta be so ballsy to do stuff like that.
Like, dude, that's how I used to be when I used to like try to pick up girls. Like the lies, because you gotta be like.
This entire episode has just proven that you are a liar. That's all this episode is.
When you're young, I didn't have looks to back me up.
You still lie to your wife now.
No. Valentine's Day is a different story.
When are you going to tell your son that it rains because of clouds and geography and not because somebody's crying upstairs?
Oh, God.
More
He's
lies.
old enough to understand it. Yeah.
More lies.
Anyways, we are going to get out of here.
We always want your questions as well for the
Thank
question crane.
For tuning in, remember, share the love, tell the people about this podcast, the greatness that it is.
Oh, a quick recap. We were actually talking about Mac G, biggest podcast in the country, 124,000 or so subscribers. So, I mean, we're close on his tail. The man must be sweating.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day.
Oh.
You know what he said? He said, 200 is better than none.
Yeah.
So that's good. So thank you for being part of the better than none.
208, yeah.
I thought we were on 209. Have we just lost
209,
one?
209.
Has somebody unsubscribed?
Yeah, 209.
They figured out you were a liar.
But I think also, I thought you were actually going to do, Ruth sent us a message. Ruth is a regular podcast listener. Thought you were going to send us she sent
recap.
She sent us a message just to say, Greg told us in the early days of podcasts, we were still in lockdown 5. Greg told us about this university, like this free
online courses, Coursera, EduX.
She has done 3 free courses on there, and she's now thinking about changing her career. Like, that's really cool. Like, that's really, I mean, you're on the same boat. You're trying to become I
was trying to do programming, but I'm really sucking at it. It's really difficult.
You know what I was thinking about that? Do you think you're struggling with it because the concept is foreign to you in the sense of...
No, but the course is really brilliant. Like, it's the guy explains things so well.
Yeah.
But I'm just not clever enough.
Yeah, but coding's hard, bro. Coding is hard.
Look, I maybe just need to get my head in the right space.
Yeah. But coding is complex. Jeez.
Or just like everything else, I'll just half-ass it and give up.
All right, until next time. Peace.
Have a lekker one.